Important part of all physics degrees is from the very beginning you're taught how to frame a problem, how to think about it, figure out a solution and get there in the end. And that's been completely integral to my role here and in past roles as well. And then I think another thing that I learned as part of the undergraduate in physics and the PhD is how to sit down and learn by myself. So that's something that's instilled in you in the physics degree in UCC. The degree of physics in UCC kind of set me up for success there.
I don't think I'd be in my current role without having studied physics at UCC. One of the biggest things it imparted to me was the ability to self-learn, to self-study. If you're going on to third level and you're considering studying physics, I would say go for it, because you're not pigeonholing yourself into any particular career. The careers are very wide and varied, and I would strongly encourage anyone pursuing physics to just study what you love and don't worry too much about where it will bring you, because it'll bring you somewhere, and it's much better to be studying something you love and have a passion for than something you think that might bring you a prosperous career, because it's not about that. You need to be happy at the end of the day.
And I think physics really gives you just options of branching out to a lot of different areas. You're not really tied into a research role, which might be more so the case for a lot of other degrees. Choosing physics, I think, is a good choice in a lot of ways, because if you're interested in physics and you have a good background and you enjoy maths, I think it's good to choose that career, because you can really diverge a lot after you've done your undergrad. You don't have to stay in that field. I think I've kind of changed career a little bit a couple of times, having gone from PhD to kind of publishing and then over to this kind of science funding initiatives. And I think that I've already said this, but to take home the fact that you're not tied into one thing. Once the skills you get from a physics degree, they're very data oriented. You'll fit in quite well in a lot of different areas. There's a different way of thinking. So I think that's what I would take away from a physics degree, is that you really have open field to do whatever you want. I think one thing that really enables you to kind of perform well in any career is the fact that you can apply these skills to anything.
I think that physics is quite broad in where it can take you. Where it shines the most is it's really good at developing a mindset for problem solving. In particular in physics, you're given problems you usually don't know the answers to. So you need to go away, you need to try, you need to fail, you need to research, you need to discuss with your peers to try and come to a solution. I would say that studying physics is very interesting. It can often be challenging, there's a lot to learn. I think you have to have a passion not only for science but also for the maths behind it. But I do think, just like working through a problem and getting to a solution, it's ultimately very rewarding.
And physics at UCC especially, it has quite a broad range of topics. So it covers quantum mechanics, electromagnetism and astrophysics. Make sure you enjoy it while you're doing it, because it can be easy enough to get bogged down, and so just make sure that you are enjoying yourself as you're doing this degree.
When I was actually in school, I didn't have a clue what I wanted to do. I knew that in school I really enjoyed sciences, particularly applied maths and actually chemistry. And I think the real reason why I wanted to do physics was because there were so many options that you could do with a physics degree in UCC. There's physics and astrophysics, you can do physics and chemistry, maths and physics. There were so many different options. I kind of felt like I was making a decision towards what I wanted to do, but I wasn't pigeonholing myself and kind of still leaving the options open. So what I really liked about UCC was it was quite a close campus, so a lot of my friends lived close to me and there were great facilities here, and I guess I really enjoyed running with the athletics club here and being able to finish a lecture kind of maybe at 4 or 5 o'clock, go down to the track and then do a session with my friends or go for a run with my friends. So I really enjoyed the close-knit community that's in UCC. Because it's a tough course, there's no denying it, but if you enjoy it, then it really is a manageable course and it sets you up for great things in life.
One of the things I really love about my research is that I can work with people all around the world. I really love physics and also astrophysics, and that was an option in UCC was really motivating as well, because I've always loved space, I've always loved the stars. So the fact that I could go to college and get a degree in astrophysics was really cool and something I wasn't expecting to be able to do in Cork.